Good evening everyone and welcome to the daily analysis video by the Vishesh Trader. I'm pretty sure by today's move in the market, you are pretty confused as to where the markets are tending to go. Well, don't worry, we are here and we will try to help you as to where we think the markets are going. Before starting the video, I'll make it very clear, the video is purely for educational purpose and please do not take any trading calls based on this video. Now, going ahead, the markets, we have Nifty 50 chart open on a 4-hour time frame. Why 4 hour? Well, the higher time frame charts tend to give you lesser noise and better clarity as to the market direction. Now, first things first, today as of 22nd July, we can easily see 24,000 levels breaking. Why is 24,000 levels important in the markets? First, 24,000 levels are important psychological levels. Second, if you see the previous week, 13th July and 15th July, both the days the market came to these levels and shot up till the levels of 24,375. It surely means it is an important support. Third, and the most important point, 24,000 level is one level where a lot of option trading happens. A lot of straddles, a lot of institutional strategies on options are made around these important key levels. So, important option level. Now, further, one more important point is that previous week low stands at 24,000. Yeah, right now we are in the 4-hour chart. We'll shift to the weekly time frame and see. Last week's low stands at 24,000. Yes, so previous week low. Now today's breakdown is so crucial because we have 4 major points. One, 24,000 is an important psychological level. It is an important support technically, important option data level, and yes, previous week low. Now, further if you go, we have got a 4-hour close. Further if we go to the daily chart, we have also seen a daily closing. That makes it a very important breakdown. Now, once these supports are broken, where can the markets go? Well, the next supports and the major supports we can see is here at 23,700. And before you ask me that why are we making these boxes, see, according to me and my analysis, I think so, markets don't simply move on one simple line. Supports and resistance are not simple lines, they are zones. So we cannot just simply say, okay, this is the line and this is the support. We have to mark an important zone, and according to me, the entire zone from 23,854, let me write it here, 23,854 to 23,789. Now this zone is a very important demand zone. If this market tends to fall below 24,000 and sustains, then we can see the levels of 23,854 to 23,789. Now we are not concerned whether the markets will move up from here or down from here. All we are concerned right now is if we have seen a breakdown of this support level, the markets can go till 23,800. Below this, if we fall, I'll obviously make another video and I'll explain to you the next levels where we can go. But before that, if the markets don't fall and we go towards the upside and the markets catch the uptrend. That means the markets can trap these sellers. What is the level to watch out for? Well, the levels to watch out for is 24,218 to 24,271. Again, I'll write it down for your comfort. 24,226 to 24,270. Yeah. Why so? Well, the reason is very clear. If you see, this was a previous resistance zone and we got a breakout above this zone on 17th July. We headed above these zones, but because of the war uncertainty and HDFC results and other results that came on the weekend, the markets couldn't sustain above these levels and we saw a gap down opening. And the previous resistance that broke out, that was still valid on Monday, Tuesday. And after this, we saw a fall today. So to confirm a move upside, it is very important for us to break these levels on a closing basis. And the closing basis can either be a 4-hourly or daily. Higher time frame closings are always dependable. So for me, I'll be looking at a 4-hour minimum close above 24,200 to 24,270 levels. Now, let's go to the Nifty Bank chart. So now, if we see the Nifty Bank charts, the scene here is quite interesting and it is quite more bearish compared to Nifty, because if we see crude has been rising, and even right now as we see the markets, crude is already 2.7% up. Now when the crude prices increases, it is very important for us to understand, I'll write it here, when the oil prices increase, the rate sensitive stocks and index show increase, become volatile. So as we can see, 2.77% increase in oil prices are pretty hefty, and that is the reason banks are underperforming. One more reason that the banks are underperforming right now is because Axis Bank's result, Kotak Bank's results and HDFC Bank results all have underperformed the estimates. The only breather in the market was ICICI Bank, and that too is showing a profit booking above those zones. We'll come to those stocks after this. But going on to the Bank Nifty chart and keeping all the outside noise aside, what we see, a 4-hour chart. Let's go on to the weekly chart first, and we see again here the previous week low has been breached. Previous week low was 57,300 approximately. So previous week low breached. Now next, going on to the 4-hour chart again, we see once these supports have been taken out in the markets, what are the next levels where we can find support? The next levels that we can see is purely these levels, and this level starts from 56,800 to 56,500 approximately. And why so? See, the markets fell from 58,574 to the levels of 56,500, and from here the markets again rallied till the levels of 58,682. That is approximately a 3.5%, 3.6% move from those supports. And just when we see a 3.6%, 4% move from such supports, these become major levels. And now once we breach 57,300 levels, the very next support zones are these. We will see what the markets do. If the markets come here, they can go volatile, not necessarily they might go up. We have to see the Brent, we have to see the other index, other components of the index. But for now, we can surely say that the markets are going to the levels of 56,800 or 56,500. Now, as we analyze in Nifty, what if the bears get trapped in this? And how do we understand the markets are reverting from here towards the upside? Well, these supports of 57,300s, there's a concept in supports and resistance for people who know, who are very good. If people who are very new to this channel and to technical analysis, I'll tell you one thing. Supports once broken act as resistance. So please write it down or save this. These supports of 57,300, which were once acting as a support lines, now broken, will act as a resistance. So now till the time we see a decisive close above these levels towards the upside, we cannot say the markets are bullish. Since we have seen a breakdown below these levels, it is more wise to say that the markets might go up and then they might take a turn towards downside.